Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, turbo update. Listen, man, I'm gonna be very, very honest and just straight up. There will be most likely no pullback, over the next few days, um, which is fine, which is fine. I know some people want a quick recovery, but the likeliness of that is going to have to wait at least until next week. And the reason why I say this is because historically trading, right, usually, especially like when we see a big red sell-off candle or big green one, usually there's not much rejection unless the rejection happened kind of mid-week. Okay. Unless it kind of happened mid-week. We can see historically every time Turbo has sold off, right? Like big sells like this. Not really too big of a rejection. Another big sell here. We could see the little gray lines are the ones that are the rejection. So we can see just this area, not too big over here and over here. Okay. Well, come on, let's mess this up. Come on, bruh. Why would you do that to me? But anyways, yeah. So Turbo will recover, but I expect it to start recovering mainly next week and more towards the end of the year. We got to remember that the monthly candles are closing and the yearly, right? The monthly candle is coming to a close. The 3 month candle, the 6 month, and the yearly, right? Everything is coming to the close right at the end because obviously new year, new candles. So that is when I expect things to really start recovering and pumping mainly, right? Like I said, a little bit before already, we could, start recovering a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get any rally until New Year's. And that's okay. That is okay. Overall, structure is still good, right? We can see like, when it comes to floors, we have a nice big floor over here. And in general, we have a nice floor generally in here. So when we look at the higher time frame, right? When we look at the higher time frame, we have a low here and the higher low here. So in terms of structure, higher time frame structure, we're good, right? We have a high here and pretty much, you know, not exactly a double top, but a relative high here. So if we did a staircase, we are staircasing up. Okay. So this is why I love the turbo structure overall, because nothing indicates that this coin is done for. Okay. Not only that, as we know, the whole market is bleeding. So, there's nothing to really worry about, right? We saw the altcoins are going to start reversing and that they're going to start bleeding out. We already had indications on Turbo. We had indications on the general altcoin season index. And, so it doesn't really concern me. It doesn't concern me. We know the market makers want to manipulate and shake people out. We know they don't want anyone catching, the last relative bottom on a leverage trade where, every dollar this coin moves or every couple of cents and it moves, they make so much gains. They don't want that happening. Um, so they're gonna try to bleed people out last second. And plus, this is kind of like the final retest before the big bang, right? We are retesting right now relevant areas before the new year candle comes in. Because most likely, I mean, not most likely, come on, we know altcoin season's around the corner. That is when things are really going to take off and really pump. Okay. The turbo looks beautiful right now, right? Not only, like I said, the structure is beautiful and fundamentally we are looking good, but technically, something like this is accumulation and something like this is accumulation. And as you guys know, I always say anything going sideways is good in general, right? That's why when people talk about Caspa, they're like, oh, Caspa this, Caspa that. And I'm like, listen, you guys been going sideways for a year. Your bang is going to bang really hard. Okay. When something accumulates for a while, it's going to have a big bang. We saw Bitcoin go sideways, kind of diagonally down, sideways, for a little bit, right? A couple months, right? We had this price action, people were saying this and that and that and this. And on this channel, we talked about, how there's signs of reversal. once, we got to this price action, this and this, right? We knew it's going to bang out. And I overall said on my channel before, I know a lot of you guys are new, but I did say before that in general, we were pretty much chilling on top of the last relevant highs, looking to be retesting, and we did for multiple months. I did think it was going to be a little bit shorter. I thought it's going to be like 3 months, but the data said no, we're going to be going a little longer, and that was the case. And like I said, I was always fine with that. And right after that, we got a huge rally to the upside. Okay, so things that go sideways for a while, like I said, they always tend to boom. You got to remember, even something like Bitcoin, technically all of this is sideways movement, hence why we're able to get a big rally. Okay, all of this is technically sideways movement, hence why we're also able to get a big rally. This is just a start. I'm not sure 100% where price will end, but let's say it ends at 170K, for example, right? You know, all these years of accumulation, it made it explode. And then the cycle is just going to repeat and repeat and repeat. And that's the same thing when we go and look at Turbo, right? Turbo is just going sideways, is creating higher highs on a higher time frame structure, and it is looking good. Also, overall, for me, these are going to be some of the lowest buying levels. I'm not calling the reversal just yet, but if you're new and you're looking to be buying Turbo and you're wondering, hey, what's a good general price? Honestly, right now is really not that bad. Okay, it's really not, right? Um, for me, in general, right? I'm not too stingy with getting on a perfect price. Like I dollar cost average here somewhere, and I even just bought some more recently somewhere here. Granted, yes, I've had, better positions already with Turbo. I think we're talking about 70 million market cap. I don't remember exactly where 70 million was, but it was like somewhere here. We talked about certain candles, but I just know I also bought here. I bought some here, here. I don't remember the exact prices, but I bought multiple times. And for me, you know, um, right, like I'm not the most stingiest person with buying in at the best levels. I just sometimes see certain prices where I'm like, okay, this is a nice low. These are certain lows, and I don't go all out, right? I don't go all out. I will be overall putting in my last bag or bags in certain coins over the next maximum few weeks, right? I don't personally think I'm going to be investing any more in Turbo once we take care of this high. So, yeah, for me personally, part of my plan, right? You guys need your own plan too, but part of my plan in general, this is going to be like the last buying area for me. And after that, I just kind of want to ride the wave, right? I already, invested so much of my net worth in crypto. I'm already really going aggressive, and people in my position in terms of how much money percentage wise, net worth wise, you know is in this, they would probably freak out, right? It's like, hey, like I'll give you an example, like if I had 100K to my name, then like literally 95K is in this. Okay, that's what I'm pretty much saying. Most of my money I make is just going back into crypto, but for me, that is gonna be coming to an end. No matter how much more money I make over the next few months, unless there's going to be really good opportunities to be flipping coins. That is the only time, right? Like, fart coin, like a new fart coin or a new coin that's only going to last like a week. That's the only time I'm going to be risking my money. But in terms of crypto coins that are really going to pump during this altcoin season, um, yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done buying. Um, I'm still young. If things were to blow up today, there goes like 95+% of my net worth. But I could recover it, and that's my plan. I'm personally going aggressive. I think this is going to be the last biggest cycle, because I think next cycle, if it's still going to be relatively the same, will still be great. There will still be many great opportunities, but I don't know if it's going to bang as good as this one, because the regulations, the more and more regulations there are, the harder it's going to be to make insane gains, right? So I'm personally going all out aggressive, and I'm just telling you pretty much where I'd be looking to be buying, just as like a helping hand. And yeah, I've seen some comments. We could actually go through a few of them. I appreciate all the ones that are super supportive, or just any comments in general, whether they're good or bad. But we're gonna go over some comments that, people are just kind of funny, in my opinion. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support, all the love. Even just hearing your opinions, I always appreciate hearing people's opinions. But some of them are funny sometimes. Like if I go all the way down, scam, right? Hannah said this coin's a scam, and it's like, okay, like scam. Turbo is a scam, guys. Like, what am I supposed to do with this info? And it's really important to who you listen, right? It's really important where you get your information from. Um, you know, so if you saw a lot of scam comments about a certain thing, you probably would get concerned. We don't ever really see many scam comments about Turbo or a lot of other coins, but yeah, sometimes people just leave funny comments, and like Hannah's friend, for example, could be going to try and get into crypto, and then there might be a beautiful coin called Turbo. They might come across it, but then, their friend said, no, it's a scam. And it turns out to be another beautiful 30, 50x from here. And it's like, so my lesson, what I was just trying to say is you got to just listen. You got to be careful who you listen to. Um, this guy's funny. You people keep making videos on Turbo and coin keeps going down. Yes, because I don't influence the price, right? I don't influence the price. Like this guy says with 4 likes, this coin sucks. Memes will be unstable. Um, Time to invest in altcoins. Investors will look for more stability. I disagree. I think meme coins at least still have this cycle. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Us humans, we put value on things. There's paintings that sell for millions of dollars that when you look at them, you're like, a child could have made this. And you're like, this doesn't make any sense, right? Now you could get into the theories of money laundering, this or that, but you know, not everything needs to make sense in life. Not everything makes sense with crypto. Okay. Not everything makes sense with the market in general. Okay. So um Turbo's here to stay. Meme coins are definitely here to stay, at least another cycle or two. Um, Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like it's too late anyways, for meme coins to ever truly die out. I do think there will be a big crash one day on meme coins like Dogecoin, but then it's always like, oh well, Doge is super low. Doge is looking to reverse. Investors see that, and it's like, is it really ever going to truly die? Probably not. So that is it. I just want to reflect on some comments. Once again, I appreciate all the love and support. Every day we're closer to 3,500 subscribers. I couldn't be more grateful than I am. And I just love you guys so, so much. Thank you for absolutely everything. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.